Welcome to the Friday afternoon boxing talk, guys. And today we have more about the WBC franchise champion or champions and about Dillian Whyte, guys. We have to talk. Yes, yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers this work, and yet again, slapping another hater in the face with a bologna sandwich. Let's get it. Guys, I don't know what to say. The boxing voice, shout out to the boxing voice. Ness did an interview, right, with the WBC president. And the things this guy said, it left you like, what? Huh? He's still the champion. What? Guys, we have to talk about this. I have to give you my perspective on this. I want to give you my perspective about this newly claimed title. I want to give you my perspective about the people who got the hand-me-down belts. Charlo, Haney. And I want to talk about Eddie Hearn and Dillian Whyte. All right, Dillian Whyte. Or in his famous words, let's go. Oh, dude, let's go. So, this right here, this is the article. I printed this article. This is the one about Dillian Whyte. Okay? And let's start here. And then we'll go over to Lomachenko and Canelo and the president, the WBC, the franchise title, blah, 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 and more. But here we are, as I printed. What the F has happened? Eddie Hearn blasts WBC decision to delay Dillian Whyte mandatory shot at Deontay Wilder. All right? First of all, when I read that, I'm like, blast? What the fuck? Blast? Wait a minute. How come what you should be doing is blasting White about having Dirty Diana in his A sample and blasting what is it, UCAT for not having that B sample back. That's what should be getting blasted. But let's go. What the F has happened? Hearn blasts WBC decision to delay Dillian Whyte's mandatory shot at Deontay Wilder. Let's go to another page. Here we go. Well, and another page. Here we go. All right. I saw it this morning. I'm going back and saying, what the F has happened? We already had a ruling that Whyte is mandatory to the winner of Wilder versus Fury 2. So why now has it been delayed by another year? Well, Eddie, listen. Listen. Yes, you had a ruling that Dillian Whyte was mandatory. But this was before he got caught with unchecked gloves on. This was before he got found with Dirty Diana in his system. Now, shit has changed. I'm supposed to get married in July. The B I'm supposed to marry sleeps with the entire LA basketball team. Shit changes. I'm no longer getting married in July. You know? Let's go to the next one. He said it's all irrelevant anyway because they're going to make the winner franchise champion and you never get to have a shot at them anyway. Guys, I somewhat agree. Somewhat. The part that I agree with is that the WBC is looking at that fight and possibly want to make the winner a new franchise champion. But here's my thing. If they are waiting until that fight to announce a winner, which means they are hoping it's Tyson Fury. Because otherwise, why does Deontay Wilder, how come it cannot be announced now? How come it cannot be announced after the Ortiz fight? Why does it have to wait to a specific fight for him? Because he is not the one they really want to give it to, even though he is the one that defended the WBC title for years. Multiple defenses, successful defenses. Right? But like I said, I somewhat agree they want to give it to Fury. But if they do give it to Wilder, if I was Deontay Wilder, I would not, I repeat this, I would not, under no circumstances, drop that WBC title. No. Because if you do, Top Rank or Eddie Hearn is going to swoop in like an eagle, be like Nelly, drop down and get the eagle on, pick up that WBC title, and I'm telling you this, if Joshua beats Andy, in some kind of way, Wilder beats Fury, and they make Wilder the new franchise champion, and Wilder gives up the WBC title, if Eddie gets his hands on that title, I would bet you my last dollar, I would bet you my kids' chicken nuggets in his Happy Meal that Eddie Hearn would get that title and find a way, in so many words, to give it to Joshua. So many ways. He's going to give it to one of his people. He's going to fight for it. They're going to win. And he's going to control Undisputed. And the shit that it's applying for Canelo and Lomachenko, it would not apply for Deontay Wilder. Those are my thoughts. If I was Deontay Wilder, and if I get my hands, if they make me a franchise champion, I would not give up that WBC title. No way, no how. If Top Rank gets it, he would give it to Tyson Fury. If Eddie gets it, he's going to find a way to give it to Joshua. And then they're going to look at you like a paper champion, a quitter. You are going to get all the bad things that have not been said about Lomachenko and Canelo and the WBC that's been said on the media, but not to them. They are going to say it to you. They are going to say it to you. They're going to throw it in your face. Coward, all these things. Now, looks like that's a good segment to take us right over to the WBC. Talk about the franchise title, Lomachenko, Canelo. All right. So, the Boxing Voice got a chance to interview the president of the WBC. I don't know what Ness had planned, but whatever he had planned, he brought some seasonings and some dry rub. This man was grilling him, giving him the business. Slow cooking him. I'm sorry, fast cooking him with the grill top open so it can get even hotter. Asking him the tough questions that we want the media to ask these people. Do you believe that the president of the WBC said that Lomachenko is still champion? So if he's still the champion and he can fight for Undisputed, what the fuck does Devin, why does Devin even have a belt? So Devin Haney only has a belt to pay sanctioning fees. Devin Haney has a belt that does not come with the glory of winning it. It does not come with the respect of winning it. When you give somebody a belt, they didn't earn it, they didn't fight for it, and years down the line, Right now they're trying to hype it up like it's good. He's the youngest. He's the youngest. Give it a few years. Give it a few years. Well, he only got that belt because Lomachenko gave it up. They're going to shit on him. No toilet paper. No wiping it. They're going to shit on him and leave it there for all to see. And for him to suffocate in it. But let's keep talking. So, the president of the WBC said this. He said, Lomachenko can still fight the winner of Cormier and Teofimo Lopez. And the fight would be for undisputed because he's still a WBC champion. But my thing is, if I was the winner between Lopez and Cormier, I would not fucking fight Lomachenko. Because think about it, it's a one-way street. So hold on, let me get this shit clear. We're bringing the IBF title, the other piece of the puzzle, right? Yeah, yeah. And what is Lomachenko bringing to the table? Nothing. What do you mean? You guys should just be honored that you are fighting. He's a franchise champion. So, if we win, we are not undisputed because he has a title that's not transferable. But if we win, he's undisputed because our titles are transferable. Fuck that. Guys, I'm telling you right now, people should start resisting it. They got to resist it. Right now, it's nothing good. The WBC president also talked about change. He said 20 years ago, when they talked about reviewing plays in the NFL, people was against it. But look at it now. Listen, everything that happens doesn't mean it's good. And what you has done, see, the replay, that made sure things was called correctly. Because a lot of bogus calls, out of bounds calls, that once the audience saw it, we knew it was bad, but on the field, a judge had all to say so. But in this case, it is a divide. In this case, you are dividing the halves, Canelo, Lomachenko, and whoever else you want to be up there, and the haves and nots. The people that's eating good and the one that's starving for it. See, Devin Haney is talented. He was starving for a crack at Lomachenko. Lomachenko gave up the belt. I mean, if the president said that, oh, he still can fight him, then why doesn't he make a fight with him? Lomachenko said, listen, I will go down and fight Tank Davis for free at 130 pounds, but you won't fight Devin Haney at 135 at your actual weight class to defend your title. But instead, you drop the title and pick up an imaginary title. Or you dropped the belt. You dropped a tangible belt to pick up a title. The title is franchise champion. And the thing about Canelo, guys, listen, Canelo gets a lot of crap, but we can look at Canelo history. Canelo has faced some tough people. Canelo, in my eyes, he is the reason that the WBC even created this franchise title. He's the reason. If it wasn't for Canelo and him probably refusing to fight Jamal Charlo and them looking to keep him as a champion, they probably wouldn't have butted their heads and created out of the air, poof, a franchise title. But then when they did it, They thought about it. Maybe we have something here. And guys, I'm saying this. I believe the WBC has a list already, not just WBC champions, but a list of people that they want to make a franchise champion. They have a list already. And if these guys can some kind of way find their hands on the title, they are instantly franchise. For an example, let me go. But here are some guys who I think that the WBC could potentially be looking at to give this title to. One, Tyson Fury. Two, Anthony Joshua. Three, I'll throw Manny Pacquiao in there. Let's throw Manny Pacquiao. Maybe Danny Garcia. Maybe a runner-up, Usyk. Maybe. But that's off the top of my dome. And Jamal Charlo. I cannot get. I don't want that title. I don't want it. If you're giving me a watered down, hand me down, goodwill type of title, I don't want it. I'm not just going to have it to be like, I'm telling you guys, it really is kind of shit on the fighters. It's shitting on the fighters. Giving Devin Haney, like a consolation prize. Like a shut the fuck up and be happy prize. Here, you're the champion now. Be happy. It's what you wanted, right? It's what you wanted, right? You know? It's like siblings, right? Let's say this. You want a toy car like your brothers, right? And mom, mom favors him more. You know it. And you bug mom so much about getting this toy like your brothers. Well, guess what she does? She takes that toy from your brother and gives it to you, but she buys him a toy 3 times more expensive, 3 times better, 3 times everything more than what she gave you. I'm just saying, man. If you're telling me the other guy who gave it to me can still represent this title or some better of it and fight for undisputed and win as undisputed and recognize as undisputed, but whoever he fights, if they win, they are not recognized as undisputed because he has a title that's non-transferable. Guys, do me a favor. Make that make sense. I'm out.